Hey everybody. I've been really thinking in the new year. I mean, yesterday was January 7th, which means that the 7-day trial for 2021 was officially over. And I was just thinking about, okay, everybody's making that joke. The memes are going all over the place. TikTok is going crazy, talking about that and how, who's going to return it, who's going to ship it, all those types of things. And I started to think about what actually would make 2021 different. What would make 2021 better than 2020? And what I began to realize was that, honestly, nothing that actually sounds a whole lot of fun. Nothing that actually is clickable, nothing that's shareable, nothing that's viral. But what actually was going to make 2021 better was hard work. And the hard work that I'm talking about isn't necessarily lifting weights. It isn't necessarily something like, cutting back on your favorite foods. It wasn't even necessarily making sure that you just turn all of your homework assignments in on time, which, by the way, those are all three things that are really good that you probably should do those too. I know I certainly do. But that 2021 was going to require us to do some hardcore construction. And for many of us, the construction is going to require putting something else before ourselves. Now, some of you are familiar with things like this because you've watched superhero movies, right? Or you've watched Star Wars movies, or you've seen a movie or heard of a story where somebody puts something that seems to be the greater cause in front of themselves. Well, friends, I think that that's what's going to make 2021 so much better than 2020. And that is simply this. In order to have a great 2020, we're going to need to realize that God actually is going to have to come before us. Now, some of you might have never thought of that before. Maybe it's something that you're not fully comfortable with. But here's what I want to help you with today. Imagine if you had the ability to trust somebody who would never let you down, would always be there, you knew would never lie, and quite honestly, had your best interests in mind all the time. Quite honestly, even the best parents, even the best grandparents, the people who love us the most in this world, we can't always say that about them, right? Because they're people. But that's the difference. You see, God, Jesus, He never fails. And I want you to know that as we go into 2021, that the hard work, the thing that's actually going to pay off, is if we begin to put Jesus, if we begin to put God first in our life. And there's tons of ways that we can do that. And I would love for you to have a conversation with me or one of your small group leaders to be able to continue to talk about that. But I want you to know that 2021 is going to require you to work harder than you ever have at making sure that you are not number one in your life, that God is. If you want to join a small group, if you want to begin to learn more about what that looks like, go ahead, DM me at paradise_students. Reach out. Love to talk with you about it. Continue to follow and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Continue to follow us on Instagram, where you can catch all this stuff every week. 2021 is going to require hard work, but it's also going to require you to change your perspective on what actually matters. Deuces, y'all.